Welcome, Gemini, to your creative forecast for the month of June 2021. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you would like to hear more of these monthly horoscopes. So Gemini, this month is all about your own wonderful self. Your speed of response, your appearance, the way you think, the way you speak. And it may be that you don't feel you've been operating at 100% recently. Or perhaps you feel that things aren't quite right. And that's largely due to Mercury, your ruler, which is retrograde in your own sign. But for those of you who work with language, in media, publishing, writing, any communications field, never fear. You can still work perfectly well with Mercury retrograde if you accept that there will be a few hiccups in messages sent and received, and instead focus on revisiting projects in order to go deeper or to iron out wrinkles. Meanwhile, you have creative Venus and proactive Mars boosting your money-making sector at the moment until at least June the 11th, when Mars is going to head into your third house of communications instead. Now, after that, you should find yourself rising to the challenge of all these missed messages and coping well with any errors or misplaced texts, phone calls, whatever. And I know that Mercury retrograde is irritating. We all find it irritating. But don't worry, it's going to stop and turn direct again around the 21st. Then it will be full steam ahead, especially with creative projects, because harmony-loving Venus is also joining Mars in this communications house towards the end of the month. Now this rather sexy double act of Venus and Mars is going to hugely benefit Gemini writers, publishers, actors, YouTubers, filmmakers, basically anyone who works with words and language, lending you a special sort of charisma and magnetism this month when it comes to persuading others or the audience. On top of this, the two lunations, that's the full and the new moon, are both going to affect you very deeply this month. Now that is because the new moon on the 10th, which is also mind you, a solar eclipse, is going to fall at 19 degrees off Gemini in your own first house. It's a significant moment for your identity and your public profile. Due to the action of the eclipse, this may even indicate a challenging moment, some kind of difficulty or hiccup that comes along to catch you off guard, I suppose. But it's also a moment where you can make meaningful change in your life and your career and make headway too. That's because there's a Venus-Moon connection following on from this new moon. And this could prove useful in setting a new creative intention, probably around the 11th. And with generous Jupiter just inside your 10th career house, this could pay off financially too. One issue, though, is that you may not see real dividends from this change until early next year, as Jupiter is about to turn retrograde and go back into airy Aquarius until practically the last day of the year. So take a leap of faith right now, make those changes, but you may have to wait a while to see their effect. Now, the full moon on the 24th of June falls in your very complicated 8th house of other people's resources. A full moon is a great time to wrap up a project, ready to present it to the world as completed. But of course, you've had Pluto in this sector, difficult, complex, powerful, transformative Pluto. And for some Geminis, this might indicate someone or something working against you from the shadows, especially it sounds very conspiratorial, doesn't it? It may be something completely accidental. Something out there is blocking you, perhaps, especially in financial terms. But this full moon is going to shine a light on this sector. It's going to be a moment of clarity that could allow you to see what's been going on. Now, you may also receive a windfall at this time, or perhaps a legacy. These are all 8th house matters. Or you could just be offered a contract or some form of negotiation with others through an agent, a manager, or some other kind of professional, industry professional who works with you. Now, there's a Venus-Pluto opposition occurring during this full moon. And this points to a life-changing creative and financial matter that could be brought to the fore at this full moon. But of course, as usual with Pluto, you can't just sit there and have it fall in your lap. You have to work for it. So have a wonderful and truly creative month, Gemini. Remember, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to speaking to you next time.